Hello, this is Lori Somerville, and this is a tutorial on how to use Educreations. Educreations is a unique interactive whiteboard and screencasting tool that is simple, powerful, and fun to use. You can annotate, animate, and narrate nearly any type of content as you explore any concept. Teachers can create short instructional videos and share them instantly with students. To first use Educreations, you need to create an account. The registration process is fairly easy and requires a basic amount of information. Before we get started creating our own Educreation, let's take a look at one of the featured Educreations on their website.
Welcome back to this American History podcast. In the last podcast, we learned about how Texas gained its independence from Mexico. And in this podcast, you're going to learn how the war with Mexico extended the United States westward. So this podcast is all about the war with Mexico. Many Americans believe that the United States was meant to stretch across the continent from the Atlantic Ocean to the Pacific Ocean, from sea to shining sea. A journalist named this belief manifest destiny. Manifest destiny. The idea of manifest destiny became government policy after Americans elected James K. Polk as president in 1844. The idea of manifest destiny was not a new one. By the 1840s, thousands of Americans had moved into the Oregon Territory. And this movement kind of encouraged people and started people thinking that it was our destiny, that we should move west, that we should conquer all the land or acquire all the land from sea to shining sea.
Now that you are registered, let's create our first Educreation. The first feature that I would like to discuss is the microphone. You can use the microphone to record your voice over your slides. Now the arrow is pointing to this pencil symbol. This pencil symbol is what you would use to draw. Now the arrow is pointing to the different colors located in the middle of the screen. These colors can change the color of your text or whatever you're drawing or using the pencil symbol for. Now the arrow is pointing to the plus sign. The plus sign can be used to add a number of things to your presentation. Text is one of the features. Also, you can add pictures and images. You can add them from your photo gallery, or you could also take a picture with your camera. The arrow is now pointing to a pointing finger, and this pointing finger can be used to move your images around as well as your text box. Notice the two arrows at the bottom of the screen. These arrows can be used to navigate through your Educreation. You can go to the next page or the previous page by using the right and left arrows. This symbol located at the very top left of the page is what you can use to navigate back to your home page to leave the actual Educreation. This arrow is an undo sign, and basically it's just like every other undo sign. You use it to undo your previous action. The arrow is now pointing to an erase symbol, and the erase symbol can be used to erase anything on your screen. The arrow is now pointing to a rectangular symbol with the plus sign in the middle, and basically this is used to add a new page to your Educreation. The arrow is now pointing to an interesting feature where you can actually choose the background. This would really come in handy for math and science because you can have graphed and coordinated grid paper. So after you have finished creating your Educreation, you can double click the same icon that you used to navigate back to your home page. If you double click it, you have the option to save as a draft or to save as a finished video. It asks for a few details like a description, a title name, do you want it to be published or private? And after you fill out that simple information, your Educreation is created. Once your Educreation is created, you have a few cool options. You can share it on Facebook or in a message. You can embed it, and you can also create a class in which you want to share your video. If you choose to create a class, it gives you a sharing code which you can give to your students. They can create an Educreation account, and if they enter that code, then they can be a part of your class and you can share your videos and information with them. This concludes my tutorial on how to use Educreations in your classroom. I hope that you found it informative and useful. Bye-bye.